Hi everybody, this is Joe with the Technology Closet, and I'm going to show you today how to enable the root user on your system. The administrator account that you created in the beginning when you set your Mac up, even though it has administrator privileges and rights on the system, and you can install software and you can remove software, there are some things on the system that you'll need absolute root privileges to do, and by default they ship. OS 10 is installed with the root user disabled, which is a security measure. So you'll need to go in and enable it in order to accomplish those things as root. So what we're going to do is go down to System Preferences and Users and Groups. We're going to authenticate by clicking on the lock, and we're going to put in our administrator password and username. Okay, and then we're going to click on Login Options. And right here where it says Network Account Server, we're going to click Join. We're not going to join anything, but this is how we can get into Directory Utility by clicking on this button here and open Directory Utility. Again, we're going to need to authenticate by clicking on the lock. And once we're authenticated, now we can make some changes. If we want to come up to Edit, and we want to say Enable Root User, and it's going to ask you for a password. And I would make it something that's extremely hard to guess if you're going to keep this account enabled. It's actually good practice if you need to do something with root. Enable it, go do what you need to do, come back out, or come back into the Directory Utility and disable it. Once that's done, we can go ahead and click the lock, close that down, and lock that and close out of that. Now, one thing you can do to verify that the root user is indeed actually working is to log in. You can either log in at the GUI login prompt, so you can log out of your Windows session here in OS 10 and log back in using the root ID and password you just created, or simply go into a terminal session, and we'll need to go to Applications, or we can go to Applications. Applications and Utilities and Terminal, and I'm going to make that bigger so we can see what's going on. And we're already logged in as the Technology Closet user ID here, so we want to type in login. This gives us a login prompt in the terminal, and this we can type in root and the password that you set, and now we are root. And as you can see, this is the root. This tells you who you are right here. Up here we were at the Technology Closet, and now we are root. And this tilde preceding is the directory location that we're in. Tilde represents the home folder of the current user. It's kind of a shortcut version of it. And another way you can tell that you are indeed the root user is type in ID. Use the ID command, and it tells you right here your UID 0, which is root, GID 0, which is wheel for the Mac, and we're in. Here's all the groups that we're in. So that's how you enable the root user. To disable it, it's just as easy. Go back into System Preferences, Users and Groups. We want to authenticate. Login options, join the network account server, open Directory Utility, authenticate again, and then we come back up to the edit menu, and we can now disable or change the root password. If you don't remember what it is, you can come in here. If you set it a long time ago, enabled it, now you don't know what it is, can't get in, you can come in here and actually change the password or simply disable the account, and then relock Directory Utility and lock users and groups, and that's it. So that's how you enable the root and disable the root user ID on a Mac OS X system. Thanks for watching.